Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome to our back to school boot camp for parents. We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. Hopefully you're watching maybe on your lunch break. So get your lunch, grab a pen and a pad and get ready to take just a few notes. We'll be getting started. We're super excited. Right back. All right, we got the drill sergeant.
Got drill sergeant.
So guys, we are really excited about this boot camp. We have some incredible things that we've put together that we're going to share with you this week. And we're just super excited. This is our first time doing a boot camp for parents. And many of you know that our experience, come on in, Sergeant. Look at him.
Hey guys, so you guys,
in this cute.
I'm in character from my old Texas State Guard days, but I'm here.
He is in character. I just love it. So anyway, as we said, this is going to be a 5-part series that we're going to do Monday through Friday, each day at 12:30 p.m. to help you, parents, prepare for a stress-free and stellar school year as parents. You really are your child's first teacher. And so we have almost 40 years of experience in public education, and so we've packaged up some things that we want to share with you.
And they're simple, very simple.
Very simple things. So this is day one. I'm going to move out the way and let him talk about what we're going to talk about for day one. This is going to be exciting.
All right. I'm just kind of excited just to be able to be here in front of you guys and kind of share with you or impart some knowledge. And the title is Knowledge versus Information. And spending 17 years as a campus principal, a lot of times parents will come in and they will be upset with the situation. And the more I did it, the more I worked with parents, the more I realized they were upset about, they were more upset about information or lack of information or not having enough information and enough processes to be able to make a knowledgeable decision about what was going on. And so the last several years I spent as a principal, I spent a lot of time trying to work with parents and teach them and share with them how to be successful, how to have a stress-free school year. Unfortunately for me, once in the middle of all of it, it was a little too late because the parents were already upset. But first, let's talk about knowledge versus information. Information is purely that, it's information. There's a ton of information out there. Libraries, the internet is packed full of information. But information is just that, it's just information. If you don't know what to do with it, if you don't know how to process it, it never can be knowledge. Knowledge is defined as awareness and understanding of situations or material, books, life, whatever. And so the thing with knowledge, you can't have knowledge without information. Let me repeat that. You cannot have knowledge without information. Information, to give you a real world example, will be you're on your way to work, you listen to the radio, all of a sudden the DJ comes on and says, traffic is backed up, there's a 40-minute delay. That's information. You have to process it. In the processing of that information, you create, hopefully if you have the correct knowledge, you're able to find an alternative route to get to your destination on time. That's knowledge after you have the processes of information. I think of knowledge as when you put something to a computer and you hit enter and you see that little circle of, sometimes we call it circle of death because it takes so long, then you get the signal that says processing error. When we don't have the correct information, sometimes we have processing errors in the situation that we're dealing with. So you have to be very careful about the information that you receive, especially when it comes from a school. So first off, today, we want to talk about what you can do to have a stress-free start of school and hopefully a stress-free school year. The first thing you need to do is check your website. Go to the district website, go to the campus website, and check for things like registration info. If you go to the campus website, check on start times, end times, what's their policies on what's the earliest that you can drop a child off. I know school starts at 8:20. Most campuses open the doors around 30 minutes early, but there are some parents who even drop their children off earlier than that. And so you need to understand what their policy is if you drop your kids off too early. Because just because you drop them off and there's cars in the building and lights on in the building, doesn't necessarily mean your child is supervised. So your child could be standing outside in the cold or unattended for 15, 20 minutes. So make sure that you check that just for the safety of your child. Look at the student code of conduct. This is probably one of the more important pieces of information that you need to get your hands on and most of the time it's going to be on the website. See what's allowed, what's not allowed. One of the frustrations for me as a principal on the first days of school would be parents come in and they have bought clothing for their children, and they realized or didn't know that the clothing that they bought or the backpack that they bought was not appropriate or not allowed in my building. Not necessarily because of me, but because of district policy. Another thing, look at hairstyles. That's always something that can be a very contentious point, because sometimes some campuses or districts may not allow parts in your hair. You may have a braid policy. Make sure that you're aware of all those situations so that you're not spending money for things that your kids are not going to be able to utilize or have once they get to school. Another thing is check on the technology policy. I know everyone has a cell phone, everyone has an iPad. Some campuses don't allow cell phones. Some campuses don't allow iPads. And if you happen to get caught with an iPhone or a cell phone, they might charge you to $15, $20 to get it back. So you need to know these things so that you can have some informative and knowledgeable conversation with your child. And so know that about the particular building that you're going into. If you move into a new district, a new town, or a new state, please, 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 I stress, go to the websites. That's going to contain usually the most up-to-date information about registration, about what you need, what you don't need, so that you're not frustrated on that first day of school. And if you're thinking about registering your child on the first day of school, and you're thinking that you're going to be able to go in and take an hour off from work or 2 hours, go in 2 hours late, please, 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 I'm just saying, you really need to look at trying to get some registration done before the first day of school. Simply because that first day is going to be hectic, and you allowed it for 2 hours, and now you're sitting there 3 hours later, you're upset, and you just get frustrated. So you don't want that to be a point of contention.
A lot of it you can do online now.
Thank you. A lot of you can do online. Most of you can do online. That helps with the school to efficient scheduling of your child, regardless of the grade. Another thing that's important that you need to know beforehand is the grading policy. You need to know what is failing, what's the makeup policy. If my child fails a test, there's an opportunity to make it up. Tutoring, all those things should be on those websites. Another thing with the websites, once you figure out what campus your child is going to, look at the contact information for the principal or the assistant principal, and look at how teachers are schedule conferences. Those are just simple things that you can find. That's knowledge combined, that's information. Now that you have it, always apply it. Just don't be that spinning wheel, just spinning your wheels, not really knowing what to do. Because the information is out there. We just have to make sure that we access it and we know how to utilize it. And the last thing as it relates to knowledge, if you don't know, ask. Nothing is more frustrating for me, as it was more frustrating for me as a principal, was being in a meeting with the parent or having a conversation with the parent and seeing that the parent was frustrated about something or really had a question but didn't know how to ask, and the parent didn't ask it. And so if you think it, if you feel that it's a question that you need to ask it. We don't mind. We want you to ask, because when you ask, you let us know what you don't know. And some of the misunderstandings that we think about parents in general may be because we don't understand and we don't know that you don't know. And so hopefully, as I said, after this week, you have more knowledge of how to navigate the waters of the school system. But starting today, if you haven't already done so, even if you're going online and register, go online and play on that district website, play on that campus website. There may be some cool activities that your child may be entitled to or can participate in that's on the website that you don't even know about. So please, 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 information, the right processes equals some very, very strong knowledge. That knowledge will make your school year for your child very stress-free and even more stress-free for you. So thank you guys for tuning in. Stephanie's going to come back and close
What about
out.
Meet the Teacher Night, maybe before you close up? Because a lot of this stuff may be covered. Talk a little bit about the importance of being there for that Meet the Teacher and the time that you have for maybe middle school where you pick up schedules and do campus tours, and how important is that for parents?
Probably that's besides the website, that's probably one of the second most important thing that you can do is go to Meet the Teacher Night, because you're going to set up, you're going to have the opportunity to tour the building, see your child's teachers, see the schedules, and just that's your really first contact with that teacher. You might not be able to have a long dialogue with the teacher, but you'll be able just to shake hands with the teacher, introduce yourself, let your child see the room, let your child see some of the students is going to be in the classroom. I know here in Texas, for public schools, most of them start on Monday, Monday week. So most of the Meet the Teacher nights are starting around Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. And I know we'll be participating in one Thursday night for our own child. And so we might even come in Facebook Live and just kind of share that experience with you guys. But just getting out there, meeting and shaking hands and letting the teachers know that you're there for them and you're there to support. And that's really, as I said, that's really starting your first partnership with the teachers during Meet the Teacher Night. So please, please, please check that website for when the Meet the Teacher Night may be for your particular district or for your campus. And if you have questions, Stephanie's going to come in and give you some follow-up information so that you can email us or
all right, Sergeant, look at that.
Bootcamp. I hope it wasn't.
Bootcamp. I hope you guys enjoyed day one of Bootcamp, and even if you just took away one small piece, it was worth the time and the effort for putting this together. Guys, join us tomorrow. We're going to be talking about words have power and just the power in the words that you speak over your children, the communication that you have with your children's teachers and those that are really imparting to them and touching them on a daily basis. And Friday, we're going to have a Q&A session. So if you've got very specific or particular questions that you want us to answer, you guys can hop on live with us on Friday and we'll be answering those questions. Or if you want to email that question to us, you can do that at transformationlivingsystems@gmail.com. And maybe you've got a friend, you know, a mom, and she's, you know, new with school-age children, got kids and they're in kindergarten, or even maybe that senior in high school. Guys, tag a friend, tell a friend, invite a friend to be a part of this series. And if we said something today that helped you, we want you to share this video. There's a little button down in the corner that says share this video. Okay?
And I know we haven't really discussed. I talked about what grade level this would apply to, but we have a wealth of knowledge for not only elementary age students, but also for high school students. Yeah. So parents, if we didn't cover it, please don't hesitate to email us and we can give you some information and get you pointed in the right direction. Because within this stage of information, there's really no need for you to be frustrated within the school system.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right, let's sign off. So Transformation Living Systems, we'll see you guys back tomorrow. We'll be talking about words have power. All right.
So much power.
So much power. See y'all next time.